Are you someone who's about to move out on their own, but you have no idea on what to do or where to start? In this episode, I'm going to give you 8 tips on moving out on your own. Stay tuned. Before I go any further, my name is Claudine Hart. I just had to introduce myself. Claudine Hart, I'm coming to you with episode 2 from the Reparenting Yourself series, and this episode is tips on moving out on your own. So now we're going to jump into number 1. We're going to get started with number 1, getting your finances in order. That means creating a monthly budget and sticking to it, making sure your credit is A1, good or better. Saving enough money and getting your daily expenses together and figured out. Saving enough money for your basic essentials. In addition to that, when moving into a new place, some places require a deposit, first and last month's rent. Make sure that you're comfortable enough to pay either or both. So that is very important. Finance is the key. Let's go to number 2. All right, so I had to turn my fan on. I'm just gonna let you know. Someone's playing loud music outside and I don't want any copyright strikes, so I needed some type of music distraction, so I had to put my fan on, I'm sorry. So number 2, when apartment hunting or house hunting, ask the landlord very important questions. For example, there might be mold issues, there might be pest issues, lead and paint issues, how's their neighborhood. You need to ask him as much important questions as possible. This is your money that you're investing into this place. Communicate with him or her, do not be afraid, this is your money. So now we're gonna go to number 3. Before I go to number 3, make sure you have pen and paper on deck because you need to write down a couple of things off this one. So get your pen and paper and come back. Jumping into number 3, acquiring and purchasing your basic needs before moving in. When you move in, your place does not have to be decked out like the Hilton or the Taj Mahal. Just start off with your basic essentials. I'm gonna read this list of your basic essentials that you need when you're moving on your own or moving into your place. Here are some examples of your basic essentials for your new apartment or your new home. A bed, bedding, a dresser, a mirror, towels, wash rag, body wash, toiletries, shower curtains, eating utensils, plates, bowls, drinking cups, pots and pans, toilet paper, first aid kit, tool kit, hangers, trash bags, brooms, dustpan, cleaning supplies, mop, hand vacuum, toaster, microwave, curtain rods, etc. When you're living with your parents or you're living with whomever you were living with, everything was pretty much in place for you. Every single thing that you need. Now that you're starting from scratch and you're moving out on your own, these are the things that you realize that you need when you're in your new place. I wish someone would have gave me these tips. Honestly, I wish someone would have just given me these tips. Would have made life a lot easier for me when I moved out on my own. And you don't need to buy everything all at once. Just buy a couple of things every week, and do not be afraid to bargain shop. Do not be afraid to take hand-me-downs. Check Craigslist. Be cautious with Craigslist. Please be cautious. Salvation Army, hand-me-downs. Do not say no. You're just starting off with these things. You're just starting off. And in addition to moving in, the day you move in, the first thing you should set up is your bed. So once everything is over and you're all moved in, you have your bed to sleep. Your bed is just right there waiting for you to get some rest because you're going to be exhausted moving in. And also once you're moved in, you can get your streaming device, your cable box, lamp, TV, DVD player, if it's a part of your monthly budget, kitchen table, dresser, storage units, etc. On to number 4. This actually should have been a part of number 2, but I just made it separate. Changing and adding the locks when you're moving in. You don't know how many people have had this key. You don't know how many people the previous owner gave a key to. So it's better to be on the safe side. But before you do, double check with your landlord and local regulations before changing anything. On to number 5. So now that you're all moved in, you might get a little hungry at times. Mommy and daddy aren't there to cook for you anymore. So number 5 is learning how to cook. Part of being an adult is learning how to cook delicious and nutritious meals. And it's beneficial for you to learn these things so you can avoid takeout all the time. And only buy groceries that you're going to be preparing for the week. Invest in a cookbook, ask your parents or close friends, relatives for some recipes. Even go on good old YouTube for recipes. There are millions of recipes from meat to vegan on YouTube. Please learn how to cook if you don't know how to cook already. If you do, you can skip number 5. Let's go to number 6. Now that we're all moved in and we know how to cook and all that, it is wise for you to set up a schedule for chores. Number 6. Chore schedule, cleaning schedule, shopping schedule. At this point, you're probably exhausted from moving in with boxes and bubble wrap and newspaper everywhere because you're slowly but surely probably putting your essentials away. It's time to organize your time by setting up a cleaning schedule. For example, washing dishes, mopping, sweeping, doing laundry, taking out the trash, grocery shopping, etc. Make the cleaning schedule a daily, monthly, weekly habit. It takes 21 days to form a new habit, so start making it a habit. Trust me, you'll thank me later. Now, the nitty-gritty of being an adult. Number 7, taking care of yourself. Our parents or adult caregivers literally did everything for us under their roof. Now that we moved out on our own, it's time for us to do things for ourselves. So these examples require pen and paper. If you want to go get the pen and paper, write these things down because these are very necessary. For instance, applying, renewing, or updating your driver's license, applying for or renewing your passport, you see traveling in your future, making dentist and doctor visits, applying for affordable health care and life insurance. Making sure that your resume is up to date because now that you're living on your own, you gotta work. You gotta pay your bills. You gotta create that budget like we talked about in number 1. Getting a library card because your local library is a valuable resource, especially if you don't have computer access or internet or fax. Getting the proper exercise, a gym membership if the membership is part of your budget, or doing basic workouts at home. YouTube has tons of videos on how to lose weight and work out and get the proper daily exercise. Taking care of your appearance, basic hair appointments, taking care of your personal hygiene, your toiletries, deodorant, your body odor, your smell, your monthly friend, our monthly friend that we don't like too much. Getting new clothes and new shoes. All-purpose clothes and shoes, outwear, most important, interview clothes because you need a job. If you don't have one to pay these bills, you gotta your interview clothes because we already got the resume up to date, so you gotta get the interview clothes and you gotta get the interview shoes. You gotta get your all-purpose shoes, like some comfortable sneakers, some flats, casual wear, new underwear. That is part of being an adult. I wish someone would have told me all this stuff when I moved out on my own, but I had to learn this trial and error on my own. On to number 8, the last one. Our finances are in order. Talking to the landlord. We learn how to cook. We learned about your basic essentials that you need for your apartment. We learned about being an adult, the nitty-gritty of it. The most important thing of being an adult, enjoy being an adult. Congratulations, you have moved out on your own. You are an adult. Enjoy it. Just follow my tips, especially creating the monthly budget, saving, your house chores, learning how to cook. Enjoy life. Enjoy your freedom. Enjoy your own space. There's nothing like having your own space. Protect your space as well. Protect the energy. Protect your energy. Don't let just anybody come up in your place enjoy life. Thank you guys so much for sitting with me through this video. Thank you so much for your love and support. Do not forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for episode 3.